Morning guys, so it's race day, Chatsworth 10k today, quite early in the morning. I just got up at 6 o'clock, everyone else is still asleep. Just got up in time to have a bit of breakfast. I'm just going to have some toast and peanut butter. Don't usually eat a lot before running, so have this now, give it time to digest. I've got to be at the race for between 8:15 and 8:30 is my allocated slot to arrive at the car park, and then the race starts at 9:30. So I'll get this down me, get my gear on, wake the rest of the family up, and then we'll head over there. It's about 30 minutes away, and yeah, see what happens on race day. Catch you in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all along, and I'm going to introduce our official starter, because it's time for you to meet the Duchess of Devonshire, who has very kindly allowed us to use this wonderful land of theirs yet again for this spectacular event.
Hello everybody and welcome. I'm so thrilled to see so many competitors. I hear there's over 1,000 competitors, and that's wonderful for supporting both Blythe House and Helen's Trust. Thank you for your support. Now, are you all ready? Yes, I'm sure you are. So, 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck!
Okay everybody, you're on your way. As we said, it will be the time on your start time will be relative to the chip on your vest, and there are all these runners are now on the way. People at the back, you are part of this event, you are wonderful people. Just follow the leaders and you'll be there, and before you know it, you'll all be coming back. Absolutely marvellous to see so many people out today here supporting the Blythe House Hospice Care and Helen's Trust event. And great to see so many supporters for family and friends who are here supporting your loved ones at this time. It's brilliant that you made it. We are going to make you work a little bit later on, by the way, spectators. You don't get a free ride. You'll be clapping and cheering all day as these people come back. Oh, look at that, for a spectacular sight as they head off towards the main Chatsworth House and estate area. And very special thanks to the Duchess of Devonshire for starting the race today. Okay, the runners are all now on their way. We have at the back a last runner marshal. bit of encouragement here. Lovely running, well done. Great encouragement as well. The Matlock Athletics Club here, well done to the runners from the club. Any of the club runners, well done to you all for being out. And you're unknown.
Right, so managed to get a little bit of footage at the race, but not too much. I certainly didn't vlog it as I was running. It'd be my first race. I wanted to concentrate on the running and the racing. And yeah, it was an interesting race in the sense that the first half of it was up a big hill. I mean, it was either just climbing or we were kind of snaking up the hill because it was so steep. And you know, there were people gasping in the first few kilometers. The people around me anyway. I mean, obviously the better runners had probably finished by this point. But yeah, we kept chugging away up this hill. It was difficult to know how to pace it. It being my first race and it being all uphill for, you know, literally 5 kilometers of the 10. I was kind of checking my heart rate on my watch, just periodically, trying not to let it go into the mid to high 170s for any period of time, because, you know, that was a recipe for disaster. So if I could keep it in the high 160s, low 170s, I felt like I could keep going at that for, you know, at least till we got to the top of this seemingly never-ending hill that we were climbing and climbing and climbing. Yeah, people were kind of taking walking breaks and you know, just stopping for a breather at the side of the road or path, whatever it was. It kept changing. Yeah, so yeah, it was interesting terrain as well. We started off on a road section up into some kind of fields, you know, fairly uneven footing, climbing up the hill, and then there were kind of stony paths, and then a kind of bit of a road section, and then I think the hairiest point was where we started bombing down the hill afterwards. You know, not bombing straight away because we were knackered by this point, but bombing down the hill, and there was kind of a road wide enough for our vehicle with kind of caved in tyre tracks kind of down the sides, and kind of the bracken and nettles sticking into that section, and there were kind of broken stones in the bottom of these tyre tracks, so everyone was running on the little mound in the middle, so room for passing was kind of limited. So you're kind of stuck behind you know, maybe a couple of people in front of you, and no room to get past for big stretches of it. And then they've got the kamikaze guys who were overtaking no matter what, running on the stones in the tyre and a well. And, you know, saw a lady crash into some nettles, just went, "Ah, nettles!" ran straight through them. Okay, you're brave. She was keener than I was to get ahead at that point, so yeah, I was just kind of waiting for it to open up, which it did after a while, and you know, I could run down the, again, bobbly, grassy fields, so you had to watch your footing, but luckily everything went okay on the day. I didn't see anyone else twist their ankle either, so it was all good. Yeah, it was a really good day. The weather was perfect. You know, I'm not sure the exact temperature, somewhere in the region of, you know, between 12 to 16 Celsius over the course of the morning. It was mostly cloudy, bit of sunshine. We were definitely hot when we got to the top of the hill. There's no denying that, but yeah, it could have been a lot hotter, and it certainly wasn't cold. There was no rain, so couldn't complain at all weather-wise. We had the Duchess starting the race, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, for a first race, can't fault it really. I'd definitely consider doing it again. I'm very keen to try a slightly flatter race at some point, or at least one where there's a bit of variation rather than just 5k up, 5k down, which was more or less what this one was. So yeah, I was hoping to aim for an average pace of 5:30 per kilometre, and that would get me around my current PR. And, you know, if I had some energy left at the end, I could maybe go for a PR. But going up these hills at the beginning, you know, near a 7-minute pace, and you know, I stopped looking at the average pace after a while. I just thought I'm going to have to just try not to blow up on the uphill, do what I can on the downhill, and see what time I get after that. So that's exactly what happened. I mean, even on the uphills, I'm happy to say I was overtaking more people than were passing me, quite considerably. A lot of the time you're just kind of stuck behind 2 or 3 people who are taking up the width of the route, so you just kind of can wait for a gap or go on the verge, and you know, this is all stuff that you learn on your first race, I guess. So just biding your time and getting ahead where you can, but then if you have to put on a lot of a spurt to get past and you're going up this steep hill, and you know, you don't want to be doing that all the time, constantly passing people, or they'll just laugh at you as they see you collapsed at the side of the road a bit further up. So yeah, just, you know, passing periodically as the chance arose, and if I felt that people in front of me were holding me up, went past quite a few people whose breathing did not sound great, I have to say. So I was obviously wary that I didn't want mine to get into that state, especially early in the race. So yeah, just checking the heart rate, keeping track of how I felt, and hoping that the second half would allow me to make some time up. So yeah, it kind of went okay as far as reading the race was concerned, given it was my first one. So trying to think, oh yeah, just when I got heading towards the last kilometre, yeah, I decided just to use up any remaining energy I had on that last kilometre, try and make up some time, and didn't want to leave anything out there. Thought I'd find out, as the Welsh runner would say, see what happens if I actually give it everything I've got at the end. Made it fun, had a bit of a sprint finish, as much as I could manage anyway. Enjoyed that, and yeah, it's a really good first race. I'd recommend the Chatsworth 10k if you don't mind running uphill for 5 kilometres at the beginning, and I'll be looking out now to see what my next race is. No idea at this point whether it'll be another 10k or possibly a half marathon, which yeah, sounds good actually, but I've never done any training for a half marathon. I've only ever run the distance once, and that was a run walk for sure. So yeah, see what's next. I'll obviously let you know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.